And with the continuance of the Executive Council and no legislative arm of the THE, the PDP says there will be no accountability. Addressing the media following the sitting of the House, PDP's deputy political leader Farley Augustine says this is a cause for serious concern. He vows that his term will not remain silent until an appropriate resolution is reached. Here's Candice Jackson once again with the details.
You know what Tobagonians thinking right now? Oh gosh, and people staying there to keep thieving out with money. That is exactly what Tobagonians thinking right now. Because we have seen the egregious levels of mismanagement that we have had over the last 20 years.
Mr. Augustine raised concerns about the old Executive Council remaining in place until the impasse of the legislature is rectified.
By having the old executive continues, it is undemocratic. And while we have heard some legal minds, some who claim to be very brilliant legal minds, saying that it's not illegal, not every undemocratic decision or action is illegal.
He said without the legislature, there is no form of checks and balances, and the PNM has a chance to use state resources to fund their campaign for future elections.
What do you think will happen now that there is an unfettered access to state resources and no controls whatsoever, no debates whatsoever? What do you think going to happen? We will get to June when the budget is to be read, and we wouldn't even have money to carry us all the way to October.
The involvement of the Prime Minister and the Parliament to solve the issue was also met with strong disapprovals from the PDP.
While we have been shouting from the hilltops across Tobago that we do not want interference from Port of Spain in Scarborough's business, we have members of this House, members opposite, who wants us to go down to Port of Spain and have Port of Spain solve an issue that I believe we should be mature enough to solve in Tobago.
Meanwhile, Augustine said the PNM has declined to engage the PDP in conversations about the way forward. In light of this, Augustine suggested casting lots as the only fair way to move forward.
A coin can be tossed and it can fall on the lot of the other side, which will mean that I'll be back to 4 more years as a minority member of the House. And that's a risk I am prepared to take, because at the end of the day, the governance of the people of Tobago is more important than my dream or ambition to be Chief Secretary.
The PDP will be exploring their legal options over the next 2 weeks. Candice Jackson, Channel 5 News.